Hello, hello, hello. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. How are you all doing? I hope you're well. Here we are. We're back again. It is Friday for our online talk this day. So we have Coach Tanya today with us from Canada. Welcome, Coach Tanya.
Thank you so much for having me, Coach
It's
Sunny. Thank
great
you
to
so
have
much.
you. It's great to have you guys. It will be an awesome talk. So if you have any comments, if you have any questions, please put it on the comment section. We will try to answer it even when you're going to be watching the replay. As some of you come back and ask me questions, we would love to answer questions as much as we can, even if it's later. Now, Coach Tanya,
Yes,
welcome
thank
again.
you. Thank you for having me.
What time
By
is
the way,
it?
yes,
What
I was going
time
to
is
say
it?
it's 2 p.m. in the afternoon. I was just going to say that this is always such a cool thing, and it's a pleasure to be with you and other fellow business owners when we do these kinds of things because it brings us closer together. Being online, it doesn't matter, what the time zone is. We can still be conversing and communicating, and I love it. I still find it
Amazing.
fascinating. Yeah.
I know, right? When I came for convention, I met you in the
Yes.
convention. You were one of my team leaders in the bus, in the coach. We traveled, and I really appreciate what you do in our community, in our business community. You're very active. So,
Thank
introduce
you.
yourself to my followers. Who is Coach Tanya?
Okay, absolutely. Okay, so I'll take you back a little bit. So I'm living in Alberta, Canada, and I used to be living in Ontario, Canada. So we moved here just over 3 years ago with our family, and I have been blessed with three beautiful children. I have a 23-year-old, a 19-year-old, and the other one is going to be 15 this year. So we've got,
Wow.
quite a span of ages there. I'm happily married to my husband, Derek, and I've been doing this online business for, oh my goodness, almost 6 years. It's hard to say that. Almost, it'll
Wow.
be 6 years. Yeah, it'll be 6 years coming up actually next month at the end of February.
Wow.
Yeah, so it'll be 6 years. And formally, before that, I was in finance with a corporation. And then when we decided to have our family, I was a full-time mom for the rest of those years and just doing side gigs along the way, anything it
Yeah.
took to make extra money to be able to help with our family finances. And then I landed on this business. And you know what? Like
Hey.
I said, I've been doing this for the last almost 6 years. So that's me.
Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. Now, Coach Tanya, I know you are one of the amazing leaders in our tribe. Now, why online business? Why?
Okay, so I could go on, but I will give it in a nutshell because I'm a talker and I love to talk. But the first reason that I even looked online was because I knew whatever I was doing, one of those side gigs I was telling you about, I was actually painting furniture just before I found this
Oh,
business,
okay.
and I realized that all the time I was putting in, that's the only time I could make money. The scenario was time equals money,
Mm,
and I thought there's got to be a better way, with everything
mm,
going online, banking, shopping, you name it. I thought, you know what? I still want to be a full-time mom. Even though my kids were at school, I still wanted to find something, and I wanted to be home for them when they got home from school. That was a big thing for them.
mm,
So when our girls actually, were in high school, it was quite an eye opener. My husband and I realized we didn't have the funds that we said we were going to have for them for their tuition,
mm,
whether it was
mm,
college or university. And so that was a bit scary for us. And I said, okay, you know what? Maybe it's a matter of having something that's automated, something that I could still be at home doing what
mm,
it is that I've been helping to do around the house, household, errands, shopping, and all that kind of stuff, taking care of our kids, appointments, things like that. But then is there something that I can do that's going to just run nonstop? And that's when I had the idea. So I actually looked about 6 months before I actually landed in this business. I was scouring the
mm,
internet, looking for different ideas. And what I found was it's either expensive or you don't have the mentorship. You don't have coaching,
mm,
support like that. And me not being in the corporate world for so long, not realizing or thinking that I would have the skills for something like this. So
Mm.
I really had to be careful on what it was I was stumbling on. So I actually just let it go for 6 months. And then Christmas came and went. And I had actually also participated in craft shows prior to this as well. And after that,
Mm.
realizing how much time I put out going to these craft shows and, taking away time from my family. Yes, I made a little bit of an income doing it, but the bills still add up. After Christmas, you've
Yeah.
got not just your own family that you're buying gifts for, but it's your extended family and yada, yada.
Mm.
So I actually put it in God's hands. January came and I prayed. I prayed for something that would allow me to still be at home and to be able to help with our family's finances. And it
Mm.
appeared to me when I wasn't actually looking. I was on my newsfeed, watching, on my Facebook, and lo and behold, I didn't even realize it was an advertisement. I just saw it as, a family, like a couple that was sharing their story, and I was intrigued by it. And at the end, they invited me to a webinar, and the rest is history. So once I saw that they were
Yeah.
from Alberta, where we wanted to be, I saw that as a sign. And so I took it and I ran with it. I took all the, necessary steps, and here I am.
Wow. Wow,
Yeah.
thank you for sharing that, Coach Tanya. Amazing, amazing. Now, you've been in the business for such a long time. You have seen a lot of eagles, a lot of successful people,
Yes.
so many people. You have seen a lot of people came with you after you came. And then when you joined as well, you have seen all this and you have seen the progress and the
Yes.
joy is like I can imagine what joy it would be for you seeing a lot of people who joined and you met thousands thousands of them
Yes.
by now. How do you feel? Because I know in the beginning I was very skeptical. I said to myself, I love these couples, what they're sharing really resonated with me. And I said, okay, my faith comes before anything. And I said, this couple are faith people, so they cannot be wrong. And I
Right.
brought them and I said to my husband, like, we need to check these people because we were looking for so long. We
Yes.
have a lot of needs in our family back home where we come from Eritrea. We
Okay.
support our family. Though we have good jobs, we couldn't extend the help to our family as we want to, right?
Right.
So we were looking for a long time. We need to do something on the side. We need to do something on the side. When I brought that, and my husband said, like, tonight, what is this? I said, I don't know. We need to check them. We need to check them. And it's been like 3 months. We were watching the webinar. And then there was, it was very, very genuine.
Yes.
No one
Absolutely.
was trying to hide. No one was trying to tell lies. And no one, it was like very transparent. And we loved it. And I'm so,
Absolutely.
so glad that we joined in because as you said, the rest is history. The things that I have learned, the skills I've learned, the people that I met, people like you guys and a lot of people, it is such an amazing journey. Of course it needs work, it needs focus, it needs
Mhm.
effort, isn't it? So
Yes.
tell us
Absolutely.
how you balance your work, your family. I always say our business model is a bit different. Of course you have to put effort, but then it's flexible. Of course you need a finance to finance it, but it is flexible as well because you don't
Yes.
have to push yourself too much, because you can
Right.
still learn, and the skills you learn, I always take it to my nursing job. Everything I learned from here, I take it to my nursing job, and everything I have in my nursing job skills, I brought it here. It's like transferable skills, whatever you learn. So
Yes.
how do you balance all that to run the business at the same time? I know you are a business coach. You have your own team. How do you balance your family time with running an ad, attending the whole meetings that we have? Tell me a little bit about that.
Yeah, absolutely. So lucky for me, my kids are all in school. So I have a bit of time to myself during the day. So I can actually balance that out. And I make sure that even with my coaching schedule, we can set our hours, which is brilliant.
Mm,
So if we're early risers And, we want to have coaching calls, first thing in the morning. That's, up to us if we want to allow that. It's also based around, your kids' activities. If they're in something,
mm,
you could, have that set out with them as well. So you have a
mm,
conversation with your family and say, okay, these are the hours that I'm going to be
mm,
working on my business. And these are the hours that I'm going to have for you. So if I need to get you to an activity, or if you want me to come to a dance recital, or, whatever that
mm.
might be, that was just an example. My kids aren't in dance anymore, but I'm just saying, like, you would actually have that planned out so that this
Mm,
actually revolves around your life or in your life. So even,
yeah,
let's just say I did go to one of their activities. I could still be doing my, checking in on my business at the same time.
mm,
Not maybe actively like I would be when I'm at home, but certainly I'm not missing a beat. So
mm,
it's actually having that conversation with your husband, with your spouse, your partner, your kids, and having days, or I should say hours that you're open for business and hours that you're kind of closed. And I think
yeah,
that has been the saving grace, if you will,
yeah,
for everybody. You learn the hard way. Sometimes
yeah,
at the beginning, we just want to put all our time into our business because, we want it to grow quickly. But,
yeah,
it still does take time. So whether you put more time in or not, there's a fine balance there too, because you don't want to wear yourself out either. I
mm.
noticed that I did that. Like at the beginning, when I was going through the training, I just wanted to plow through it. But you
I
know what I
know.
realized? Being an older mom and being out of the workforce for so long, I wasn't retaining it as much as I wanted to. So I was actually having to go back and redoing
Yeah,
a few of the steps. So it
yeah,
doesn't always pay to put in all the time at once. You're better off pacing yourself. So that's, maybe a good suggestion to any of our viewers. Pace yourself, because you don't want to overwhelm yourself and then have to take 2 steps back to go back and
yeah,
do, what it is that you forgot or you missed, or whatever. That's the thing too. You don't want to miss the steps. It's very important to, follow what they've already put out. And I also
yeah.
want to mention, while we're talking about training, oh my goodness, the training is phenomenal. I am telling you, because I have seen it firsthand. I came on board like our automated system was only around for 2 years when I came on. And it's night and day to the training that we have now. And what I mean
Yeah,
by that is we had a lot of figuring out to do on our own, right? So, we had to find things out that maybe now everything is at your fingertips. And I mean
yeah,
everything, like every
yeah,
step that you can think of is in our training. So
mm,
you haven't picked a better time to, embark on this journey, because like I said, there was a lot of figuring out to do before, and that was time spent away from, being productive, right, in your business.
yeah,
So here,
yeah.
we've got it all. Did I answer your question okay there?
Yeah. You
I think
did.
I went off a little
You
bit.
did.
Okay.
And beyond. You have answered my question and beyond. Now,
Okay.
Coach Tanya, what is your advice for my followers? I have a lot of people who haven't taken action for some time because
Okay.
they're watching, but they haven't taken action, right?
Okay.
Perhaps for different reasons. What is your advice for my friends, my family, my followers who are watching us? Perhaps they will watch later as well on the replay. Any
Awesome.
final advice?
Yes. So, absolutely. The first step really is to go to the webinar. It has everything there. And why do we always encourage that? Because we want to show you this literally is an automated system. So if we're telling you that we have the tools and we're sharing those tools with you, guess what? You get the same thing. So
Yeah.
you're not going one-on-one to all these people that are interested in your business and trying to explain everything to them. It's been done for you. It's
Mm,
been done. So you go to the webinar, you hear from other fellow business owners. I always say, make it a relaxed sort of event to go
yeah.
to. Set
Yeah.
yourself up, get yourself a drink, grab a meal or a
Mm,
snack, and just sit back and relax and enjoy what's about to unfold for you. Because I am telling you, once you get to that webinar and you
mm.
see the possibilities, your mind, it's not going to stop. Like I
I
remember
know.
I went to about 3 different ones, Suneet, because I wanted to hear different stories. I wanted to hear more people. And that's what it is. Like every
Mm,
Tuesday, Thursday, we have new business owners that come on and share their story. So you can imagine the thousands of people that we've got in our system already that are sharing how this has been working for them. So,
Yeah.
if you're one of those people where you need to watch it more than one time, that's all right. That's perfectly fine. Sinead will send you the replay and you can watch the next one, right? And so that
Absolutely.
is definitely the best way. And now what worked for me, and I will say, I was more confident in this business than my husband at the beginning. He was a little skeptical. He wasn't sure about it. But what really turned him around and the two of us together was literally, going to the webinar together, talking about it together, and then getting our questions answered together. So the person that invited you, you'll be able to reach out to them and, get your questions answered. And then I think what the icing on the cake was when we literally got to have the coaching call with them, when we literally got
Absolutely.
to have all our questions answered, and we knew that there was someone on the other end, because as we know, we're in a
Yeah.
big old world, here on the internet. There's a lot of things that happen. And I think that that's really what sets us apart from a lot of other online businesses, is that we are real people, that, we are sharing who we are. We're sharing our journeys. We have nothing to hide. And we're here to just pull back the curtain for you. So again,
Absolutely.
the first thing to do, go to that webinar. That's it.
Great. 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 Well, Coach Tanya, thank you so much for your time,
You're
for
so
your
welcome.
wisdom, for the knowledge that you have shared. I appreciate you. I love you so much. And thank
Thank
you so
you.
much for coming tonight. Thank you, everyone. We are closing now. You have a good evening and God bless you. Bye
Thank you so
bye.
much. Love you guys too. Thank you
No
so much for
problem.
having
Bye
me,
bye.
Sinead. Bye for
Thank
now.
you.